from diversity to dancing on ice and now an MBE, he has got it all covered. But the most important job, beginning with the D, is undoubtedly dad to little Rose and Micah. So here to tell us why he's battling feelings of dad guilt as he heads back out on tour with the diversity gang, please welcome Ashley Banjo.
How are you?
Good, thank you. I don't like not being able to touch you. Do you recognise me with my clothes on and everything?
You look much better with them off.
Do I? Thanks, actually, yeah.
It's nice, and Brenda. It's like a reunion.
Brenda, hello. So many of us have been naked together.
Well, I haven't.
Weird.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet,
we'll
Janet. You fell right into yourself up.
Not yet.
You fell right into that, Janet. I have to say, congratulations on the programme, all of you. I mean, we've obviously talked about it, but, you know, it's so fantastic.
How amazing were they?
It's very moving. Every time it makes me cry, but it fills me with hope for people. And
absolutely.
Well, I mean, Brenda was very reluctant, wasn't she?
That's one word for it. She was very reluctant and very busy. Honestly, you're so busy, but you still managed to, you know, put the time in. And honestly, when I watched it all back, you know, with like in hindsight, with fresh eyes,
it's one of the best.
Oh, it was probably my favourite. It was incredible. It was incredible.
Well, I thank you for everything, all your guidance and your support and everything. It was amazing.
Oh no, you're welcome.
I think that is a lot down to you, Ashley. I know you're very modest about these things, but how, you know, that's why I love watching you just gently coaxing, and Coleen, obviously, the two of you, but just gently coaxing people, because it is a big thing. I've watched Christine McGuinness when you said, right, I just want all to get up and just dance, and she was mortifying. You could just see she couldn't do it, and gradually you just teased that out of her.
I know, like, you know, it's on camera and it's a television programme, etc., but the process is even realer than you see, you know, when you see it on TV. Like, that's edited and it's a summary of what happened, but the process is always so intense, so difficult, so emotional, and
so many times when you think, I don't know if we're going to get there.
Genuinely going to get there. Like, you know,
sometimes we look at each other like, I don't know if this is going to happen.
Honestly, we had more clashes this time, more sort of like arguments on and off camera, like,
injuries,
and it was. But you know what? I think that showed in the final performance, right? What they managed to pull off in what 6 or 7 rehearsals. It was. Genuinely blew my mind.
But that's why it's so emotional at the end, isn't it? That final reveal literally makes me
What's emotional
cry.
the most is afterwards, when people have watched it, the amount of, again this year, messages saying, I checked myself while watching this show, and you're saving people's lives. Or,
absolutely.
You know,
I mean, what's emotional
that's what it's about.
is the awkward group hug as well.
At the end, when you're naked.
That is Duncan James running towards me, fully naked. We are embracing. What's happening here?
But that's what it's all about, raising awareness, and you certainly did all that. Congratulations to all of you. Moving on to the diversity tour. OK, so this is called Connected. 80 shows. You talk about Brenda being busy. 80 shows. Tickets are on sale now, by the way. It starts on 17th of March, my birthday. Yes, good day to start.
There you go.
Where does it start?
Llandudno.
London.
I was going to say we could have a birthday treat. That was a bit far. I don't like it that much.
So, obviously, everyone was looking for diversity to change up because, you know, they come and see your shows. Why is it called Connected, and what can people expect?
Well, do you know what? We've been wanting to do this tour for about 11 years now, but the lockdown's obviously postponed it. But before the lockdown, I wanted to explore the idea that we're all connected through, obviously, you know, technology and social media and how that has changed our life. But more importantly, like, how we're all connected as people. Like, I genuinely believe, like, more so than ever now, that, you know, we are connected as, like, a human race. And there's been things
because of technology?
Not just because of technology. I feel that, like, technology is, like, a sort of way to embrace that. But actually, like, we're connected on a much deeper level. And I think that through lockdown, when sort of the pace slowed and everyone had a real chance to sort of stop and look at the world, I really noticed a lot of change. I think a lot of people changed and people's perspectives shifted. And I think so in this show, we kind of explore a lot of that. We explore a little bit about the last 2 years and what's happened to us. And we just got some really cool technology as well. We've got everything from connecting wirelessly to the audience to swarming indoor drones to all sorts of really cool things. So it's going to be it's going to be a pretty unique show, I think.
Do you think, Ashley, that since lockdown, it made people go into themselves, not just mentally, but made them very cautious about going out again? So the kind of show you're talking about sounds like a full-on experience where what you're going to do on the stage is really going to connect with the audience. But do you think people are still cautious about getting close to each other?
Absolutely. You know, you meet people who are one way and they want to sort of just, you know, they want to be back in the world, they want to, you know, all guns blazing, and then you meet people that are really cautious. And I think I meet a lot of people that are, how do I put this, almost more cautious about themselves now. They sort of, they're almost like, oh, like, what do I want? Is this the right job? what am I doing with my life? You know, when you get that big moment of stopping and having to, you know, you have nothing else to do apart from stop and reflect. I think, you know, a lot of people, especially around me, have really changed.
Well, you've got no time to stop because you've got 80 shows to do. But I just want to ask you about being away from home because obviously, you know, you were told before you didn't have young children and it's a different life now. So you've got your daughter who's 2, I think, and Micah's, what, 1?
1, yeah, they're just about to be 2 and 3.
There's your lovely wife, Francesca.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about being away for so long?
Well, do you know what? Funnily enough, talking about that sort of like stop and reflect process, it happened a lot to me. Like I'm about to beforehand, it was like, right, 80 shows. Oh my God, wow! And now there's that part of me that goes, that just means I'm away from the babies for months on months. So you kind of have that pull, right? You have to do it. You want to do it. You love what you do. It's your life's work, but the most important life's work to me is sitting at home in the front room. So you sort of go, oh, where do I put myself? So I'm massively looking forward to it, but I'm going to miss them.
But they can come to a lot because they're not at school yet, are they?
No, they're not at school. So they can come and see it, but they can't tour because they're a bit young.
They can't
be on the tour bus.
Oh, well, I've been doing it since I was 2, so they can.
Yeah, and I've forced them
Look
into
how
it.
well I turned out.
Yeah.
Ashley, you speaking about connecting with people, something that connected greatly with the masses was your performance on BGT. And I believe you're I'm part of an MBE family, 2 MBEs and a knighthood in my family.
Very nice.
I believe you're joining the MBE family.
I am.
Congratulations on...
amazing.
Was it? Do you think it was based on the performance that you did on Britain's Got Talent?
I hope not, in a way. Like, I hope that has something to do with it because, you know, obviously it was a dance performance, but in a way it's for services to dance, and it's been such a long time, and, you know, to go from being a dancer and having a dance group to now doing more and still doing tours. I just hope that, like, it shows a lot of kids, especially kids that dance, that you don't have to just be a backing dancer. You know, dance can really take you places, and also, you know, I've used it to express my thoughts, emotions and feelings throughout my whole life. And so that's what I hope the routine on Britain's Got Talent did, show that you can use dance to express yourself. So, yeah.
I'm sure you got the MBE for work that's not just dancing about on a stage on television. I'm sure it's because of everything you said earlier about being a role model, being an example, showing other people that they can do it.
Absolutely.
Because I think the whole thing about dance is it can just connect directly with people.
And that's what I used to do in the early days. It was very much a case of going to people, want to learn a dance? They'd say, I can't do it. And I'd say, yes, you can. And we still do that, right? That's what performance is about. When people surprise themselves. And what's nice about dance is then you can turn it into a performance. But really, you're just proving that people can do something if they put their mind to it.
Yeah, and staying on the dance theme, obviously you're a judge on Dancing on Ice.
Yep.
High standard this year, isn't it?
It's very good.
Isn't it? Already?
Really tough. We've got, like, so many people in the high marks already.
Have you spotted the winner yet, do you think?
Genuinely, no.
No.
It's really difficult. I mean, you always get a front runner, right? But this year, honestly, I think there might be 3 or 4 who are front runners, you know, in the 8s and 9s already. So it's going to be a good one.
And Oti doing a great job.
Yeah, I love
obviously.
Oti.
Yeah,
love
she's
Oti.
full of energy, isn't she? And
yes, she is. On and off stage, and on the phone, and by text.
Dancing on Ice continues. That's back on Sunday. And then the Diversity Tour Connected starts on the 17th of March. Tickets are on sale now. Always lovely to see you. Good luck with everything.
Guys.
Congratulations on the MBE. And we hope you have a wonderful day whenever you do get to go and pick up your MBE.
Appreciate it. Love you all.
Thank you.